I am delighted this morning to welcome Mark Jones, exhibition curator, local railway historian and South Eastern Railway employee. For Mark, it's 40 years this year.
Yes, a long time. Still there and hopefully managed to achieve 50 years service.
Oh, I'm sure you will. You look absolutely brilliant on it, I have to say. In a very smart uniform this morning, looking every inch the ideal employee for South Eastern. You're doing them credit, Mark, I have to say.
The uniform I'm in at the moment is what I started with back in 1984.
Oh, and of course it's got the British Rail insignia.
Yes, so we're looking at 200 years of history and development at the moment from the early days of the Stockton and Darlington Railway.
You're obviously an expert, especially on what's been happening in the local area as far as the development of the rail system is concerned. And you have a very interesting blog. I'll give the address towards the end because it's full of really fascinating facts about what's been going on. Fantastic photographs. It's just lovely to see things that I think for a lot of the time we take for granted because we don't see them as anything special. But when you look at them from the perspective of a few years or decades, they are extraordinary and full of human interest. And I know you said to me earlier that you love working with people, and that I think that
it's what makes the job worthwhile, really. Sometimes challenging, but we have to deal with that.
Of course, with a great deal of patience and empathy and understanding, and I totally understand where you're coming from. OK, we're going to look in a while at what's happening in Herne Bay, and also it's extending to Whitstable and all over the country as well. There are Railway 200 events going on, I understand.
Yes, widespread.
Yeah.
Many of the railway companies present are involved.
And South Eastern are supporting your particular activities on this?
Yes, it is in partnership as well with Whitstable Museum as well as the Seaside Museum at Herne.
Yeah,
yes.
Travel Winkle Line Trust.
Spoke Cycle Group.
Fantastic. So lots of opportunities for people to get involved in things inside and outside, which we'll come on to. But I just wanted to find out a bit more about you, because this role you have as local railway historian, it means that you work on the railways as a job, but it obviously means a lot more to you, that you're much more involved in how the railways have developed, not just for this particular anniversary, but way before then. What made you want to work on the railways to start with?
Well, having left school, I didn't really know what direction I was going in, and I stumbled into it, really. But it was the working with people that got me to love the job, and very happy, really, what I'm doing.
You look incredibly happy, I have to say. We have something which is a bit of an exclusive for Cabin FM. You have kindly allowed us to play a special song which relates to the Herne Bay part of the celebrations. Should we play it first and then you can explain
Please do.
A bit about it? Okay. This is a world first, people, on the radio airwaves, or anybody's airwaves. This is Old Neptune's Car.
Old Neptune's car hit the tracks on a pier where seagulls dance. Brass band plays, the bay awakes. Cheers echo through the town. Herne Bay spirits run high as the trolley sails them by, sailing down the wooden pier. Crowds in awe begin to cheer.
Ride on Neptune's car so grand, feeling magic cross the land. When history sweeps through, we celebrate what's old and new.
Sir Henry's dream comes to life, cuts the mist like a silver knife. Ice Yacht's legacy remains, on rails the legend is reclaimed.
Laughter mingles with the cries of seagulls soaring through the skies. In the town the bells resound, a story in each pebble stone found.
Maiden voyage takes the dare, wind in hair without a care. care, a journey through the annals of time, where every tick and tock aligns.
You heard it here first. That was the first playing of the duet to celebrate Old Neptune's car. Just to give a little bit of context to this, it's 200 years since the first steam-hauled passenger train took the first steam-hauled passengers on the Stockton and Darlington Railway. But the Canterbury and Whitstable Railway was the first regular steam-hauled passenger railway in the world. Now, of course, Herne Bay had to be different. In Herne Bay, the first passenger railway of any sort was a tramway that ran along the length of the pier that was built in 1832, carrying a sail trolley. Just note that term, a sail trolley called Old Neptune's car. Mark, can you tell us a bit more about this extraordinary equipment? Vehicle, yes, indeed.
Yes, so it was basically a three-part vehicle for carrying passengers and luggage to and from the steamers at the end of the pier. And it was propelled by wind with a sail. So there was a luggage trolley at the front, open car for passengers, and an enclosed carriage.
That's extraordinary. So if the wind wasn't blowing, it didn't go anywhere?
Wow, this is the interesting thing. The porter would then have to push the trolley.
What? You're joking. Oh, with all the passengers and the luggage. And
yes. It did manage to achieve on the opening day 22 mile an hour average speed.
Wow, that's quite impressive, isn't it? So presumably there were... At the end, there was something to stop it going off the end of the pier.
I don't know exactly how it works, but the porter would have to jump off and bring the trolley to a halt.
Wow.
And unfortunately, there was a horrible accident and his arm got run over.
What?
Yes, it wasn't the safest. There's a few accidents involving the sail trolley.
Didn't it tip over into the... into the harbour, into the water at one point?
That would be the second pier, 1901.
Oh, right, that was later.
The tram went over the pier. But yes, the sail trolley, there was 3 serious accidents that I'm aware of. I won't tell you all about them.
No.
That's part of the exhibition.
Yes, leave it to our imaginations and to when we can actually go and have a look at the exhibits. Well, as I said, typical of Herne Bay to be different, and it's still, as we all know, it's still doing that very successfully. So tell us a bit more about what's covered in the Seaside Museum's exhibition without giving too much away.
Okay, so we're working in partnership with South Eastern Railway, my employer, and what we're doing is we're celebrating 200 years of railway history from the first passenger train and the Canterbury and Whitstable Railway being given royal assent up to the present day and beyond.
Right.
We're looking at the Industrial Revolution, evolution of the railways, employment of women. We've got a wonderful tale of a dog.
Oh, dog lovers. Okay, pricking their ears up because there are so many dog lovers around here. That's going to be an attraction. Okay, so lots to look at, and of course a newly improved museum because they've been doing a lot of work on the interior, so there should be more room to breathe.
We do have a model railway pop-up exhibition at the Seaside Museum, so that will give us plenty of space.
Yeah, you need plenty of space for a model railway. That's going to bring people in, definitely. So the other things that are happening, if I just look at what's going on, because this is an interlocking kind of series of events. So as you said before, the Whitstable Community Museum, which has Invicta, the locomotive for the world's first steam-hauled passenger railway from Whitstable to Canterbury. So you can go and look at that if you haven't seen it already. That's very impressive. So we've talked about the Seaside Museum in Herne Bay. That has events. And you're going to be hosting a Meet the Curator Day on Saturday. And there are other days, aren't there? So Meet the Curator on Saturday, the 12th of April, when the exhibition opens. And that's from between 11 and 4.
That's correct.
That's right. That's the opening hours throughout the summer, isn't it? Tuesday to Saturday. Where can people get the brochure?
I've got a string of events all the way through to the end of July. If you'd like to pick up a leaflet, it's available from the Seaside Museum. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, Herne Bay Railway Historian on X and Railways of Herne Bay on Facebook.
Yeah, you're all over all over the socials. It's really interesting, the information that you're posting. And your blog spot is, I made a note of it. It is Herne Bay Railway Historian. That's all one word. Herne Bay Railway Historian .blogspot.com, and it really is a good read. It's social history as well as kind of technological or travel history. It's full of interesting, fascinating things. And some of the photographs, they're comparatively recent, but they do look like something from another age. They are just brilliant. So recommend everybody to catch as many events as you can. There are talks. There are station history tours as well.
Oh, they're very popular.
Yeah.
Heritage Walk of Whitstable, once the Whitstable exhibition kicks in. Documentary screenings, history talks. Grab a leaflet and see what I'm up to.
Fantastic. Oh, thank you so much for coming in, Mark. It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you.
And you.
And I think it's going to really add a lot to the summer. It's part of our history, all of us who are living in this area. So something to be very proud of, and especially that wonderful old Neptune's car. I must admit, I hadn't realised just how dangerous it was. Thank you very much, Mark. I think you wanted to just remind people how long it goes on for.
Yes, so we start on the 12th of April and we run for 3 months up until the 19th of July. We also have Whitstable Museum will be joining us from the 5th of June until the 26th of July.
Fascinating stuff, especially to take the kids to. I think they will be so intrigued and delighted to find out all this stuff.
We have an interactive toy for them. We have a working model of old Neptune's car, which is wind propelled.
Oh boy, I can. Right. Oh, that's going to be a draw. as long as nobody gets their arms run over or anything like that. I'm sure there are going to be health and safety.
It is in a case.
Right. Okay. So they can't actually kind of run it. They can't take it around the museum floor or anything. It's static.
Oh yes.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Come and see, find out.
That does sound intriguing. Okay. Right. Once again, thanks very much, Mark, for coming in. That sounds like a wonderful addition to the events that are going on during the summer. I look forward to seeing the exhibition.
All across the bay on